is the Hotel Network for Guests project by Megan Armstrong, John Bell, Timothy Searfoss, and Michael Brady. This is the table of contents for our paper. Here's the executive summary for our project. Every project has a problem at the center of it, and the problem our project seeks to address is our hotel's Wi-Fi system is not meeting the needs of guests. The outcome we strive to meet is to completely improve the Wi-Fi system for our hotel. In doing so, we will need to update access points, run new routing, and install network switches. The overall solution to our problem is to provide the technological services expected by guests. The major opportunity this project gives us is the potential for our hotel to be the leading business hotel in Macon. The timeframe for our project is 5 separate phases completed over the course of 13 weeks. Our costs include wages, renovation expenses, and technological upgrades. We must identify, analyze, and assess the risks we face. This is our project charter. All project charters start with a statement of work, and our statement of work is to create and maintain a completely secure, fast, and most importantly, reliable network system for the Macon Hotel. A business case states the challenges, provides a solution, outlines costs and benefits, provides a timeline, leverages change management. Our hotel is facing a decline in business. This is in part due to the fact that our hotel lacks many of the amenities of modern hotels. Our core values are passion, integrity, community, teamwork, and vision. Enterprise environmental factors are conditions not under the control of the project team that influence, constrain, or direct the project. Organizational process assets are anything that the organization has acquired that you can use in the management of a project. All projects have stakeholders, someone that is involved in some way or has some interest in the end result of a project. And our project can be divided into internal stakeholders and external stakeholders. Our internal stakeholders are Megan Armstrong, the project manager, John Bell, the business manager, Timothy Searfoss, the network administrator, Michael Brady, the project developer, Austin Phillips, the risk manager, Cody Jenkins, the hotel manager, and Sharon Jackson, our lawyer that will advise us throughout the process of our project. Our external stakeholders are Lewis Sims, the hotel receptionist, Eric B., our supplier contact, another supplier contact in Lavelle, Matthew Smith, our vendor contact, Extreme Networks, a supplier, Ariba Networks, another supplier, and CDW, a vendor. Here's the stakeholder register chart for our project. As you can see, it lists the name and positions of all stakeholders involved in the project. It also states whether they're an internal stakeholder or an external stakeholder. It goes on to describe their status as either leading or supportive.
A work breakdown describes what all needs to be accomplished in your project. It is organized into levels and displayed graphically. The initiation phase is where the team will start to initialize the project and create a project plan. The planning phase consists of the scope statement, plan schedule, and budget cost processes. The execution phase consists of installing the hotel's Wi-Fi, installing the hotel management Wi-Fi, enhancing the Wi-Fi connectivity, and designing the network, and also creating the Wi-Fi security. Up next, we have the control phase, which involves analyzing risks and testing the network's capabilities. All that is left for the team to do now is the document handover. Next, we have our Gantt chart, which shows our project schedule. We will start on March 1st, 2021, and it will last until June 11th, 2021. It will take us approximately 3 months and 1 week to finish this project in its entirety. It also lists out what exactly will be taking place on certain days and when those particular steps are to be finished. The networking project for the Macon Hotel will obtain all of their supplies from external vendors and suppliers legally within our calculated budget and within our deadline using our attorney Sharon Jenkins. Ms. Jenkins will be responsible by assuring that our suppliers will abide by federal guidelines. Our project manager, Megan Armstrong, along with the hotel manager, Cody Jenkins, will be signing off on all of the deliverables. This chart shows each good and service that will be required, the date that it's needed by, and which vendor will be supplying it, along with different costs that we will incur. Our quality management plan will be based on the Lean Six Sigma. We will start by defining the problem, measuring the data, analyzing what the data produces, improving upon what we discover, and then controlling those areas of improvement.
This is the project scope statement, which the scope can be the work required and the main goal. Creating a high-speed hotel network for guests is our main scope. Objectives include identifying potential costs and establishing a budget. Deliverables are a fully functional hotel network for guests. That's our deliverable. Exclusions are tasks, items, actions, circumstances not included within the scope. This can be the paint for the walls, flooring, labor for these assignments, stuff like that. And then the exclusion or the constraints are the hotel's budget, which is a large constraint for the project. This is the HR plan, which makes the most effective use of people involved in the project. Bowman and Deal's organizational frame is used, which includes the structural, human resources, and political and symbolic frames. The HR frame for needs of individuals, and it addresses the needs for personal growth and human contact being required to make human resources happen. Our team structure includes communication, leadership, and mediation. Our model is what is the best way to guarantee the vision. Analyze objectives, inventory current human resources, forecast demand, estimate gaps, formulate plan, implement plan, and then monitor, control, and feedback. That is the 7 steps of human resource planning.
Here is our communication plan. As far as leadership communication, the leadership communication will follow a strict chain of command. At the top of the communication chain is the project sponsor, who communicates directly to the project leader, who then communicates to the rest of the team members. On your right, you can see a chart that demonstrates this concept very well. For the stakeholder communication, weekly updates will be sent to the stakeholders through email, and meetings will be held every 3 weeks via Zoom with the stakeholders. The crisis communication plan, strategy plan, and business continuity plan all follow a similar path, which assesses the situation, emails team members and stakeholders, creates a plan, implements the plan, notifies team members and stakeholders of any changes or delays. We will be using the Kanban way method for a feedback loop in order to store data, analyze data, and make decisions based off that data and implement the changes necessary. For our communication documentation, the communication plan and all communications will be updated and documented on a Google Doc. Here is our risk management plan. As far as our methodology, we will first find probable risk, analyze the risk, prioritize the risk, find a solution to the risk, and monitor those risks. We'll use a risk matrix to evaluate the risk and find the probability. As far as the roles and responsibilities, Megan Armstrong will serve as the risk manager in charge of all risk. Additionally, John Bell will work alongside her to provide information to her to identify the best course of action and respond to risk. There are many team and people risks. Some risks for people are disengagement, risky behavior, and safety. Some team risks could be runaway damage, interpersonal conflicts, and decision making. As far as system and security risk, the network administrator, Timothy, will regularly monitor the hardware, software, and network traffic to keep the network safe. For the risk documentation, the risk documentation will consist of a group of documents that will show the potential project risk and will be updated regularly as risks are identified. Here is the risk management chart for our project. As you can see, each risk is given a name, a ranking based on the severity, a brief description, the type of the risk, the cause of the risk, the appropriate response, the risk owner, and the probability of impact. Throughout the duration of this project, me and my team learned a lot of lessons. Megan learned how to lead a team, manage time, work in a team environment, and deal with continuity. She gained time management, communication, and leadership skills. John learned to communicate effectively with the team, create a work schedule, and gained time management and teamwork skills. I, Michael Brady, learned to create a good work schedule, not to procrastinate, and to keep good communication with my team. I gained time management and communication skills. Timothy learned to set a good work schedule, communicate effectively with the team, and gained communication, and time management skills.